November 18th meeting of the Elder Care Committee. Going to call it to order. Going to ask that we please call the roll. Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you, Carolyn.
Okay. We're going to call the roll. Rebecca.
McLaughlin,
Here.
Ricard,
Here.
Justin,
Here.
Chapman,
Here.
Camiso, Cunningham,
Here.
Jamalowitz,
Here.
Hurley,
Here.
Whalen,
Hi, I'm here.
and Camiso. 8 present, Madam Chairwoman.
Thank you. Let's also note we have the chair with us. Chairman Joyce is sitting in on our meeting tonight, as well as, let's see, Mr. Miller? Okay. All right, so first order of business is to approve minutes of the previous meeting.
Second.
Motion, Madam Chair.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Now we'll proceed on to the current business. And as I understand it, these are all authorizations for 2021 agreements for congregate care and delivered meals. And also the first item is resolution amending the resolution number 13 for the restaurant pilot program. And number 2, okay, I'll read it. Amending resolution number 13 for 2019 regarding the pilot restaurant congregate dining program. I understand that the program was supposed to end in August, but because of COVID COVID-19 pandemic, it has been extended to the end of the year. Commissioner Ratana, would you like to share anything related to that?
No, that's really it. Because of COVID, we still had money left in the grant. So we extended it and gave everybody an opportunity to use their vouchers until the end of November.
Now, I understand, did you send a letter to everyone letting them know that?
Yes.
The people that had the coupons, okay.
People that have, yeah, we let them know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
let them know.
Can I get
Motion.
motion second? Thank you very much. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed? Thank you so much. Resolution amendment passes. Now the next one is authorizing an agreement with LifePath regarding home delivered meals for seniors. Now, I understand that RFP went out. You got 5 or 6 proposals on this one?
Yep.
And so you are funding 5 of those proposals.
No, we're funding everyone.
Okay, well, how come I saw
Well, here's the thing. Jewish Family Services is doing home delivered for kosher and halal. And so that was already approved. That was already approved through CAB. So that's why you're not seeing it here.
Okay.
So we had 4 that were the 4 that were awarded. So 3 of them are the people that you always have that are your providers, Peter Young.
Yes.
And they're all the same. And then the only additional one was JFS. But again, that contract wasn't enough money so it was approved in CAB.
Okay, I thought I saw one for Colony Senior Services that didn't get an award.
They didn't get an award, which was okay. They don't do really home delivered meals. This would have been new for them. However, we did a different project with them because during the pandemic, we relied heavily on Colony Senior Services to get groceries to people. So we've started a program with them, which has to do with grocery shopping. So they're filling a different kind of need for us. And they're very happy about it, and so are we.
Okay, and the other thing I had about all of this, this is like $1.3 million total.
Yeah.
And I guess did have a concern. There was only one, like a minority contractor, and for $10,000. So can you tell me what kind of outreach do you do when you're sending out the RFP?
Well, first of all, it gets advertised in the newspaper that there's an RFP available. We sent two that we knew of that were in the business that were interested. We only heard from one, and that was for a Congregate site. Once that Congregate site only meets once a week, and they were very much interested in doing just once a week because their restaurant is closed that day. So they applied, and so it's only a once a week contract. So it's not 5 days a week, it's just 1 day a week.
Okay, so, but were there attempts to other minorities?
Yes, we had the name of somebody who was interested, and we were very excited about it. And we were very disappointed that she didn't respond.
Okay.
And we had called Wanda's office and spoken with somebody there to make sure that, they knew that the RFP was out, because we wanted them to respond, but then we didn't get any response from them. However, that happened this year. We're going to RFP this again next year. Hopefully, maybe that particular person will take another look at it. Maybe she didn't think because of the pandemic that was something she could pull off this year, but they will have another chance at it next year. And I hope that she'll take advantage of it.
Yeah, I hope we can do a little broader outreach with that. So to expand that opportunity.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
I just have a quick question of Deb, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Just a couple quick questions. I just read your letter. Actually, I read it the other day that you sent to the chairman. Can you explain to me just quickly in layman's terms? It says people qualify for these meals with specific criteria. And I have another question too, but just a quick question on that.
Okay, I think we're talking about two different things. People need to qualify for home delivered meals.
Yes.
So, there has to be a need. They have to be homebound. There are those kinds of things that all take place in that process. That usually goes through New York Connects. And then, someone goes out and assesses them. And that's what the contract is we have with New York Connects. On the Congregate meals, is very different, because when you serve a Congregate meal under the rules of the Older Americans Act, whoever shows up at the door is somebody that you need to feed. So there is no requirement on that other than that you meet the age, the age requirement.
Okay.
So since we're not doing Congregate meals, everything's being delivered, right?
Yeah. So, well, no, hang on. That is not right, because we are doing for people with Congregate and the Congregate sites that we had to close down. We're still doing grab and go.
Grab and go.
So people can come get their meal and then turn around and go back home.
I mean, Mr.
I had a second question though too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, and I'll be quick. The second question was about the groceries. Now, I know that's a separate situation. I understand what you're saying there, but now, how does somebody get those groceries? And is there an exchange of money between the client and whoever's delivering the groceries?
Yes, they have that worked out between them. I think what happens, and I got to think about this because we did this so many different times. I think that somebody would do the grocery shopping.
Define somebody though. Who's that?
Somebody from Colony Senior Services.
Okay.
A volunteer or somebody who's paid to do it would do the grocery shopping, and then a call would be made to the people who wanted the groceries at the time of checkout. And that was how the money transpired.
Okay.
So they would know right away. So oftentimes, we did it a lot for people in the pandemic who couldn't get out, who were quarantined.
Sure.
And we'd go out and get the groceries for them, and they would just tape the check right to the door. but the call gets made from the market.
Okay, I understand. I just wanted to follow up and thank you, and I appreciate all your efforts. I'm set, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Mr. Demalowitz had a question.
Yes. Hi, Commissioner.
Hi.
I have a question. A few years back, I passed a resolution that we purchased 20% local in Albany County, which the purchasing department aims to do. Do you know how much of this 1.3 million is going to be spent local? And if you don't, could you poll your participants to get an idea to see how much local they spend out of the money that they're getting from us?
Well, why wouldn't it all be spent local?
Well, I don't know. Locally, I'm talking local
I mean,
farmers, local distributors, New York State manufacturers. I don't mean by just buying it off from Cisco or US Food Service. I mean actually supporting New York manufacturers, New York farmers.
I can find that out for you. I'm not really sure. I know during, when the farmer's market is on. I know that, but I really don't know the answer to that because, they have to be able to be very smart about the way they use their money.
Well, they can be. They can still be
I mean,
smart.
they can't go to the regional food bank and use their money because that's not permitted under the rules.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying no matter if they're doing business with Cisco, for instance.
Yeah, right. A lot of them do.
They can request New York State, products. They know I set it up with them when I was with Ag and Markets. They can tell exactly what New York farmers they have in stock. So if you could, my whole point
check
is
that out.
Yeah, my whole point is to encourage those facilities to buy New York or to
Yeah,
buy,
I agree.
buy local.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially these times.
Yes.
The New York farmer, the New York manufacturers could use all the help they can get. And if we can help them purchase locally, that'd be great. Just let me know if you get an idea what percentage they tend to spend on local.
That's a great question, and I will follow up on that.
Thank you. When you get
And that was the good, by the way, I want to add to that. That was the good thing about the Go and Dine program, because we used all mom and pop restaurants that were local restaurants and not chains.
Great.
Yeah.
And that was, so I was pretty pleased with that.
But just so you know, I have no problem with chains. Chains hire a lot of local. A lot of the chain restaurants, a lot of the chains that are local are owned by local people. They just happen to own a piece of a franchise that's owned by a big corporation. And a lot of these chains buy local. So don't be, just because it's a chain, doesn't mean it can not support local.
Yeah.
But no, Gary, that was a great question. Thank you very much for offering that. If there's no other questions, can we get
Motion.
motion second? All those
Second.
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Authorizing an agreement with Peter Young Industries regarding home delivered meals for seniors.
Same thing. That's our, they do home delivered meals. The same thing applies to them that did it with LifePath.
Okay.
Motion to move it.
Second.
Motioned and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. Next item, authorizing an agreement with Senior Projects of Ravenna regarding home delivered meals for seniors. I imagine this is the same circumstance.
Motion
It
to
is
move.
the same circumstance.
Okay, motion
Second.
and second. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Very much.
Thank you.
Motion passes. Authorizing agreement with LifePath regarding congregate meal services for seniors.
Motion to move it.
Second.
Motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. Passes. Motion authorizing an agreement with Colony Senior Service Centers regarding congregate meal services for seniors.
Motion to move it.
Second.
Motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. No opposed? Motion passes. authorizing an agreement with Senior Projects of Ravenna regarding congregate meals for seniors.
Motion to move.
Second it.
Second.
Motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? No opposed, motion carries. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, Madam Chair.
You too.
Yeah. Happy
Yes, you
Thanksgiving.
too.
Good job.
Happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe.
You
All
too.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Commissioner.
everyone. Happy
Thank
Thanksgiving.
You too.
Good to see you live, Gary.